The Liberty Flames 38-21 after the loss yesterday to San Diego State. Here's their Capital One starting lineup, as drawn up by former Bruin Dot Richardson. Devin Howard leading it off. Caroline Hudson, the outstanding ASUN Player of the Year, batting in the 2 spot, followed by Roop, Crane, Fortner, Kirsten, Mary Claire Wilson, Woodard, and Madre. Megan Faraimo, the Pac-12 Pitcher of the Year for the 2nd year in a row, is not going to get the start here in this critical game. Instead, the Bruins are going with Brooke Yanez, who had 2 shutout innings yesterday against Grand Canyon in that loss. So coach is going with the hot hand, I guess.
Yeah, and I like this decision. You know, Yanez and Megan Framer are going to both have to work together if we're going to have the Bruins come through this bracket. But Yanez, she's been doing so well as of late, and her drop, her rise, her curve, her backdoor, everything is breaking so well as of late.
And the first pitch is swung on by Howard down the right field line. Diving is Pola. She won't make the catch, but what an effort by Savannah Pola. And you just hope she's okay. The umpire down the line is calling for the medic to come out. Now Savannah Pola with a great attempt in right field. She is down on the warning track. You hope she's going to be okay. The sophomore right fielder from Santa Ana, California. Platooned between right field and second base all year, but she has played every game this season somewhere. Very valuable to the Bruins, and just one pitch into the game, they can't afford to lose her.
Yeah, and she's probably one of the most versatile, valuable Bruins, and seen her on the infield and the outfield, and she just does so much for this team offensively as well. So I just hope she's okay.
She's at her feet. Crowd's giving her a round of applause for that. And Savannah Pola, you think about some of the highlight moments she has had this year. Here's another look at the play.
And she, first step is on it. But I think the impact that she had on the ground, and maybe her nose or face dove into the fence.
She may be coming out. And the Bruins are going to be forced to make a change here. Just one pitch into the contest. Savannah Pola came through big in the Pac-12 tournament against Stanford. Went 2 for 3, drove in the only run in the 1-0 victory against the Cardinal. Had a big walk-off single to beat Florida at the Women's College World Series last year in Oklahoma City as a freshman. I mean, she has really been a key part of this team the last couple of years.
And consistent. I think she's been so consistent no matter where you put her. Beginning of the season, Coach Inoue Perez had her in the leadoff, had her down in the 5 spot, 6 spot. Doesn't matter where you put her, she is so valuable to this team.
Lauren Hatch is coming in. Sophomore. She'll take over in right field. So 1 strike to Devin Howard. She had one of the 3 hits in Liberty's loss yesterday. Went 1 for 3 at the plate. Competitive leadoff hitter. 50-year senior, this is her final postseason go-around. She's trying to make it count. Try not to be eliminated here tonight. Devin Howard out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Yanez pitch. Howard checked her swing.
I mean, even just a testament to Devin Howard, just coming out first pitch, swinging, trying to set the tone for her team. They describe her as just a pure competitor, and so you can just already feel the intensity of this game and what it means.
2-2 now to Howard. Flames nearly beat UCLA here back on Valentine's Day. February 14th, lost 3-2. The Liberty Flames did not shy away from stiff competition. And they did pretty well against some of the best teams in the country this year. Ground ball to second. Anna Vines has it, flips over to first. Quickly, one out as Howard is retired. They beat Bama, knocked off Clemson this year. Like I said, almost beat UCLA. There's Dot Richardson. Team started 1-9, but really started to find its groove after that. You start 1-9, but you have to consider that they played 6 ranked opponents, including Oklahoma, those first few games of the year.
Right, and she even talked about that, is that it took them a while to find their groove, and not until like within 5 weeks of them getting into season that she really found a consistent lineup.
This one is hit well, high and deep left field. Is it fair? No, it is a foul ball for Caroline Hudson, who hit a moonshot, just foul. The ASUN Player of the Year for the 2nd straight year almost made this 1-0 with her 16th bomb of the season.
She is definitely a hitter to look to lead this park in any moment, and a testament to her hard work.
She has had an All-American type year. Her 2nd straight 50-plus RBI season. Led the ASUN in homers, ribbies, and doubles. Check swing, did not go. So the count is 2-2 to Hudson, junior from Paris, Tennessee. 38 wins for Liberty. They finished 2nd in the ASUN. Central Arkansas won the league tournament. Swung out and missed. So Yanez gets her first strikeout, 2 away.
And Yanez is getting this drop ball going early, and that late break on the outside corner is just a hard pitch for those righty hitters to reach and to make contact.
Two outs for Rachel Roop, sophomore out of Sharpsburg, Maryland. Checked her swing, didn't hold up. It's 1 strike. Roop 0 for 3 in the tournament. But she has heated up at the right time. 6 home runs, 19 ribbies the last 11 games. Yeah, she went around all right.
Looks like she did.
Changeup, strike 2. So UCLA, which lost its right fielder, Savannah Pola, on the first play of the game, is 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning clean. That's a tough way to start on such a big night.
Right, we couldn't even get in our seats, and everybody in here just anticipating this game, but you can just feel the energy, and everybody is ready to go, and she's ready to go and going all out.
Just got a piece of it to stay alive. First at-large berth in program history for the Flames. Built that RPI because of all that stiff competition and able to get an at-large out of the ASUN. The 1-2 pitch popped up. Could be playable for the first baseman, Grant. No, ran into the net. UCLA, the #2 national seed. Only 18 national seeds have lost their first-round game under the current format, going back to 2005. You know you're going to have to win 4 games in the next 48 hours, less than that, to get onto the Supers. A 2-out base hit by Rachel Roop. So the first base runner of the game. Roop's at first, and here comes the cleanup hitter, Crane.
And Rachel Roop just breaking it open for her team, taking that outside backdoor curve and just yanking it, pulling it.
Rachel Crane, sophomore third baseman, first year playing third base. She's been at shortstop and second before this season. She's done a nice job there. Hit 143 last year as a freshman, has had a breakout year, hitting around 300 all season. Says Coach Sammy Fagan has really helped in that regard. Popped up, left side, and that's going to drift out of play. Fagan family, a great family in athletics. Casey is the first base coach for Liberty. Sammy on the coaching staff.
Yeah, and if you ever got to see them play, and I got to see Sammy Fagan play, and she was a hitter, and just for her to be able to impart some of her knowledge to these hitters and talking the game, sharpening up mechanics, it's huge.
The 0-2, Crane battling with Brooke Yanez. Yanez has been working ahead. She got ahead of all 4 hitters so far, nothing in 2. Roop just a good piece of hitting to get that single before. Now 1-2. Megan Faraimo took the loss in that game against Grand Canyon yesterday. Didn't pitch badly, just allowed that 3-run homer to Schaefer, but that was the game-winning hit. And that upset defeat. Swung on and missed, got it. Second strikeout for Yanez. Roop will be stranded in the top of the first inning. The Bruins coming up for the first time tonight. The UCLA Bruins ready to bat for the first time tonight. Hitting .343 as a team, that's second best in the country. They only had 7 hits against Grand Canyon. It's the same batting order. Megan Grant to lead it off. She had a good night. 2 for 4 with a homer and a couple of runs batted in. But it was the rest of the lineup that struggled. Brady, Woolery, Jordan Hatch, Garcia, Vines, Powell, and Mayonio. We'll see what the Bruins can do against Carly Keeney. Junior right-hander, 25-11 on the year. Second in the nation in innings pitched at 242 2/3.
Yeah, and she's been the Lady Flames' go-to all season long, and what you can expect to see from her is she likes to jam the righties with her screwball. She'll bust them out with the curve once they start to dip away from that screwball, and she'll go back to her change.
Second team all-conference. Knows she's got her hands full with this Bruins lineup that seems like it's ready to break out of its funk. There's a different feel here tonight. You know, obviously they have to play with a sense of urgency. They lose and their season is done.
Yeah, I mean, even just, you know, in between games, going back to the locker room and having to use the restroom and seeing a couple of them, they just were laser focused and locked on, and you can just feel the intensity tonight.
Megan Grant, a single in the 3rd, a solo home run in the 5th. In that loss to Grand Canyon yesterday. What a freshman year for the rookie out of San Bruno. One of 7 freshmen that Kelly Anoy Perez brought in. Just an excellent recruiting class, and they have been impactful right out of the gate. Keeney buries a strike. 2-1 the count. Hit well. Left field. Goodbye home run. Second home run of the national tournament for Megan Grant. The Bruins lead it 1-0.
And Megan Grant, what a solid leadoff AB, taking so many pitches in that 3-1 count, finding a pitch to drive left side, and doing what she does best is using that power and getting some momentum for the Bruins.
15th home run of the year for Grant. And that's how UCLA wanted to start tonight. We talked about their offense slumping the last couple of games, and Grant starts it that way.
Absolutely, and you can just see them having quality takes. That Megan Grant at bat, just seeing pitches deep.
Look out, Maya Brady has to back away from that pitch. The Pac-12 Player of the Year. The 18th Bruin to win Conference Player of the Year. Of course, you won it in 2003, Natasha. And she's also one of 3 finalists for USA Softball's Collegiate Player of the Year. Good chance she could win it. Chop foul.
Right, and with all the accolades, the only thing that she really cares about is that national championship. And this is what she signed up for, is to be crowned a champion at the end of the season. But she said, coming into the season, I want to be the best version of myself, offensively, defensively, to contribute to this team.
Maya Brady was 0 for 3 last night against Grand Canyon. Didn't hit anything out of the infield. You know, she's itching to get back on track here tonight. Brady to left field. And Madre right there for the first out. One down. Here in the Bruins first, and Jordan Woolery will come up. Woolery, a freshman who has had an All-American type year. Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. Coach Kelly Anoy Perez knew she'd be good, but maybe didn't expect the kind of production that she's actually given her from the 3 spot behind Brady.
Right, and whoever you have behind Brady is going to probably most likely see a lot of good pitches, and so she's just been able to step up in that 3-hole role and be consistent. You know, it's one thing to be able to hit, but to be clutch time after time and be consistent, it's huge.
Woolery, 398, 10 homers, 46 runs batted in. Didn't like that call, but it's a strike, 1-2.
And that's a good spot by Keeney. She likes to throw that screwball and back the righties off and then go to that curve if she can spot it.
Got a piece of it to stay alive. And the thing about the freshmen in this lineup, they play like upperclassmen. They're so savvy.
So savvy, and I mean, calm, cool, collected. It's like they've been here before and have played at this level, and it's just impressive to see. And the game doesn't scare them. They're not fearful at all.
Chopper to the second baseman, Woodard. And Woolery is out 2 down. Two down for Leah Jordan. Welcome to beautiful Los Angeles alongside former Bruin Natasha Watley. I'm Clay Matvick, where the Bruins are out to a great start here tonight on day 2. Already leading 1-0, and Aaliyah Jordan, the 7th-year veteran, just got a base hit with 2 outs. The Bruins trying to put that awful memory of yesterday's upset loss to Grand Canyon behind them, and Megan Grant got the Bruins out to the lead with a 3-1 pitch that she took over the left field wall, a solo shot to start the game.
Absolutely, and just set the tone right out the gate. And I think that's the mindset coming in today for this Bruin offense, is being aggressive and relying on their strengths. This team knows how to hit. If they can put these bats together, and they can do some damage.
Well, this is good to see. Savannah Pola is going to come back into the ball game. She got hurt on the very first pitch of the game in foul ground, laid out for a ball that she ultimately didn't come up with. Made a great effort, got hurt on the play. They took her out. Hatch came in as a defensive replacement, but she's going to hit for herself here in the first inning.
Yeah, I'm glad that she's okay, and good to see her back. And man, that was tough to see, and but the effort that she put on that ball is A for effort.
Ground ball right back to the pitcher, Carly Keeney. She'll go to first, and UCLA is done in the first inning, but they get on the board right away with a Megan Grant home run, her 2nd of the national tournament, her 3rd leadoff home run this season. And UCLA hoping that they can play 2 tonight, as a 1-0 lead after 1 in LA. So much tradition surrounding this UCLA softball program. 13 national championships. And so many UCLA Hall of Famers that are taking part in this regional in one way or another, including Dot Richardson, who's leading Liberty. Liberty, of course, played UCLA in their first ever NCAA tournament appearance. That was in 2002. Lost to UCLA. Stacy Newman-Denise, who's now the head coach of San Diego State in this regional, played for UCLA at the time. Of course, Natasha, you were on that team, and so is Kelly Inoue.
Yeah, it feels like many moons ago, and I actually remember that game, and that was a regional that we didn't get to host. We had to go to South Carolina and play in Liberty there, and good memories.
There's Dot Richardson, 10th year now at Liberty, 4th NCAA tournament with the Flames. She's got her picture on the left field wall in this stadium.
Dot Richardson, I mean, just a pure legend. I mean, a living legend. Just even when you talk to her and the excitement she has for this game, the passion that she has, it's next level energy. She's one of a kind.
Megan Fortner, Sierra Kirsten, Mary Claire Wilson popped up left side. Fortner is going to be retired for the first out. Kelly Inoue Perez in her 17th year at UCLA. Newly minted Bruin Hall of Famer. 9 Women's College World Series, a couple of national titles as a coach. Also won 3 as a player, 3 as an assistant coach to Sue Enquist. And I know she's disappointed about yesterday's performance, but she gave a ton of praise to Grand Canyon last night. Said the Lopes came through in critical situations. Liked how Shannon Hayes kept her offense off balance by using 3 different pitchers. And they did have a chance to walk it off in the 7th. Just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, and always a class act in terms of, you know, respecting the opponent. But I know that she was trying to light a fire underneath her team as well. As, you know, if we don't do the things that we're supposed to do, that's what happens.
Pulled foul. Sierra Kirsten. The Michigan transfer got all of that one, but well foul. Liberty's 6th NCAA tournament appearance, their 3rd in a row. Last year, got out to a great start in the Durham Regional. The upset number 19 Georgia in the first game. Swung on and missed, 2 down. 3rd strikeout for Yanez.
Yes, and she's mixing in that off speed. Just keeping these Lady Flame hitters off balance.
Mary Claire Wilson with 2 outs. Center fielder for the Flames the last 2 years, maybe trying to bunt her way on here. She has lots of speed. Was all A-Sun last year. 0 for 2 in this tournament so far, trying to spark Liberty, who has had a tough time getting base runners the last 2 days.
Yeah, and I think smart decision on her end by showing bunt, trying to make something happen.
Little dribbler back to the circle, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Brooke Yanez, as she has retired 4 straight. We've played 1.5. The Bruins leading 1-0. In Oklahoma City, the Sooners looking to win their 3rd straight, 5th championship of the past decade, riding that long winning streak. Of course, UCLA, they won 3 straight between 88 and 90, and the only team to three-peat. So many championships out on the wall. You forget about some of them. Of course, no one forgets about the one you won. But it's just there are so many. And then the first one, that's not an NCAA championship, but they did have one in the decade of the 1970s. 1978, they won the AIWA championship. So UCLA recognizes 13 titles.
Yeah, tradition's really strong here, and winning a championship is part of it. Trying to have one every decade as a goal.
The only school to win a title in every decade. Line drive to center, well struck by Alyssa Garcia, the catcher for UCLA, but nothing to show for it. And there's 1 out here in the Bruins' 2nd inning. I'll bring up Anna Vines. Garcia became the everyday catcher for the Bruins after Charlize Palacios got hurt back in mid to late April. Palacios getting close, we understand, to returning from a hand injury. She's still very involved in the pitching staff, helps call pitches, but just not quite ready to come back as of yet.
Right, and Coach Inoue Perez wants her to still be in the mix, still thinking the game. So playing a big role by being a part of the pitching plan.
This is Anna Vines, 5th-year senior, 3rd team All Pac-12. Veteran leader out of Temecula, California. 337, no homers, 8 runs batted in. She'll hit it to her second base counterpart, Savannah Woodard. 2 up, 2 down, 3 in a row retired by Keeney going back to last inning. And she has really kind of settled in after giving up that leadoff home run to Megan Grant to start the game.
Yeah, she's really been able to spot that drop curve on the inside to lefties and outside to righties, and that's been her bread and butter. And if she can live there and get these hitters to roll out and ground out, she's doing her job.
Kennedy Powell slaps it. A lot of elevation on that ball. She beat it off. Rolls up the line, and she's going to stay put at first base. Boy, that took a long time to come down, and with the speed of Powell, going to be hard to get her. That's a base hit.
And anytime you can use the ground and get that high hop, it's undefendable when you have speed. Beautiful execution by Powell.
2-out base runner for Janelle Mayoño, the number 9 hitter, the center fielder. Went 1 for 2 in the ball game last night, the upset at the hands of Grand Canyon. But it was Mayoño who kept the Bruins alive in the 7th, got a board, and they had a chance to walk it off, but Grant wasn't able to deliver.
Yeah, Mionyo's, her last at-bat was so key. I mean, just for her to battle back and push through to get the top of the lineup up was huge.
Off the glove of Crane at third base, it caroms into left field. Back-to-back infield hits for the Bruins with 2 outs, and back to the top of the order, and Grant, who crushed the ball her last time up.
And I love Mionyo just feeding off of Powell's hit, using the ground, creating havoc, using their speed to their advantage, and doing their job at the bottom of the lineup.
Megan Grant blasted her 15th home run and her 2nd of the national tournament, her first time up. Came on a 3-1 pitch. One of 7 freshmen Kelly Inouye Perez brought in, part of that #2 rated recruiting class. And all she did was go out, hit well over 300, bang a lot of home runs, and drive in well over 50 runs. Not bad for a rookie.
Well, you look at her frame, and she's got all the physical attributes. I mean, she's so good in her legs. But what is really neat about Megan Grant is her work ethic. She is what you call a batting cage rat. She's always here early, always here late, hitting with Coach Fernandez, putting in that work. And so when that physical and that time put in meet up together, it's a beautiful thing.
Kelly Inouye Perez told us that, I put her in the leadoff spot in early April. Didn't know if it was going to work out. Well, boy, has it. She has fit that spot, and she's jumped on a lot of pitches early, like she did here tonight, to give the Bruins the lead right out of the gate. It's the 3rd time this year that she's had a leadoff home run.
Yeah, and just if you've followed the Bruins through the whole entire season, I mean, if we can count how many lineup cards and the different variations that Coach Inouye Perez has put together, I'm sure it's an astronomical number, but just the versatility that she has in her lineup, and to be able to, have someone like Megan Grant that can be in the leadoff and can be in anywhere in her lineup.
Yeah, the base is loaded for the Player of the Year in the Pac-12, Maya Brady, who is hoping to break out of a 2-day slump. Hitless so far in the tournament. And what a time to put that to bed.
And this is a great time to break open and just be a hard out and just put the ball and play hard. Exactly where you want to be.
First walk allowed by Keeney in this game. Powell at third, Mionyo at second, Grant at first, and Brady, who flew out to left, looks at the first pitch high. One of 3 finalists for the National Player of the Year. Freshman of the Year in 2020 and All-American in 2021. Was on the Women's College World Series All-Tournament team last year. Ground ball to the first baseman. And the Bruins are going to leave him loaded. Keeney gets out of the inning. We played 2 in LA. Elimination game. 1-0 Bruins. That's Todd Richardson right there in the middle of that hug, celebrating the first NCAA national championship for the Bruins. And then she talked about, all of the stars from UCLA over the years who are still giving back to softball and how they're contributing to the parity in the game. Stacey Newman, obviously, at San Diego State. Lisa Fernandez on the UCLA coaching staff. Kelly, of course, the head coach of UCLA. So it's just awesome to see.
It's amazing to see, and Todd Richardson, she's such a big part of the history of our game and just being an Olympian and leading the charge. And so for her to even lead her Liberty Lady Flames on this stage, on this platform, it's huge.
Savannah Woodard is going to be out. She put it in play and then ran into that fair ball trying to get to first base. So Brooke Yanez continues to roll. She has retired 5 in a row.
looks like when she ran through the box on her slap, the ball hit her outside of the box, so definitely she's out on that.
It's a tough break for Woodard as Madre rolls it in play, and she's a quick out. Vines throws it over to first. KK Madre retired, 2 up, 2 down. Well, the way Brooke Yanez is going, even going back to last night, I mean, she's on cruise control to a certain extent.
Absolutely, and she's just moving the ball around, allowing these hitters to hit into her defense. She's in total control out there, you can tell.
So Woodard runs into a slap. Madre grounds out, and now back to the top of the order, and Devin Howard. The leadoff hitter became the regular shortstop 10 games into the year. Reagan Barrett went out for the year for Liberty. That was a big blow, but Howard has stepped in, done a nice job defensively, and then been solid at the top of the order. Just 4 hits last night for Liberty in that loss to San Diego State where they were shut out. 7-0. Ooh, that fouled back into Alyssa Garcia, and she got hurt on it. Doesn't look like it's too bad, but she's going to need a moment.
Oh, yeah, that went straight into her gut, looked like.
Now, this game has not been kind to UCLA physically. Of course, Savannah Pola got banged up on the first play of the ball game. In foul ground, diving for a foul ball. And now Alyssa Garcia takes a foul ball off the shoulder.
Off the shoulder. Ugh, goodness gracious. And catchers, I mean, we got to give them praise, man. And Alyssa Garcia working behind the plate for Brooke Yanez, but get banged up, even with all that gear.
Devin Howard 1 for 3 last night, 0 for 1 so far tonight. The 1-2, that's high, 2-2. Both of these teams trying to come back and get onto the Super Regionals. To do it, they're going to have to win 4 games between now and tomorrow. That's not easy. Grand Canyon awaits the winner of this game. Popped up, short center. Mayoño doesn't have to move much. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Brooke Yanez, who got the start tonight ahead of the Pac-12 Pitcher of the Year, Megan Faraimo. And so far, she's doing a great job. Many people believe that that's the biggest upset in the history of this tournament. It's really hard to argue that. Back in 2005, the number 2 national seed Cal lost to BYU in an opening round game. But that game was at a neutral site. I believe it was played in Fresno. And BYU at the time was ranked number 25 in the country. Grand Canyon not ranked, just their 2nd national tournament. They beat the Bruins on their home field. And considering that the year before, Grand Canyon got blown out 12-1 in 5 innings by the Bruins, it really is remarkable.
Oh, absolutely. And I definitely think that that is weighted more and that this one is a little bit more of a shock. Just hearing that. I mean, obviously, yes, beating UCLA on their home field, home stadium in that fashion, too. It was an incredible win for them last night.
Line drive to left field. Madre is right there to make the catch and put away Jordan Willery for the first out of the Bruins' 3rd. Now UCLA, they had a 1-0 lead in the 3rd inning last night against Grand Canyon. Ended up losing it because of that Schaefer home run. But you get the sense that things are going a little bit better here tonight, even though it's still just a 1-0 lead for Kelly Inouye's team.
Yeah, things definitely going better in last inning, having bases loaded, but, you know, hopefully something that doesn't nip them is, you know, Maya Brady with the bases loaded. But definitely, I mean, you can just feel the energy. They're putting hits together, hitting the ball hard.
Here's Leah Jordan in her 7th year in college softball, and she's going to run this one all the way against the wall. Quickly thrown back in by Roop to hold Jordan to a single. So she's got 2 hits tonight. Said it's her 7th year of college softball. She's had some injuries. Of course, COVID was in there. And she's still around and still a big part of what this team does.
Huge part of this team. I mean, just so solid, and her bat's so savvy. I mean, just that last at-bat was so solid. She's not trying to do too much. You can see her maturity at the plate and just her leadership for this team.
Leah Jordan, one of the 4 players remaining from that 2019 national title team. One of the other ones is Kelly Gooden, who is running for Jordan at first base right now. Savannah Pola 0 for 1. Was thrown out on a comebacker. Just good to see her in this ball game after what happened on the first pitch of the game. She got shaken up in foul ground, but has been able to collect herself, and here she is.
Yeah, just an important piece offensively. She's just one of those higher level hitters. She's offensively consistent for this team, so definitely good to have her back.
She has been in the lineup in some form or fashion all season, has played every single game. Most recently, she has been the regular right fielder, but has also played some second base. Keeney's pitch is high. Here goes the runner. Throw is right on the money. Got her. What a throw by Caroline Hudson, the A-Sun Player of the Year. And there are 2 down.
And it doesn't look like Gooden got too good of a jump there. But Caroline Hudson, man, this throw is on the money.
It's been an All-American type year for Hudson, and it's all the more impressive that she threw out Gooden there, as this one is charged to center, going back as Wilson reaches up and makes the catch. A couple of great defensive plays. Hudson throwing out the base stealer despite a shoulder injury she's recovering from. And then Mary Claire Wilson out in center makes the catch on the warning track. Sun going down here in Southern California alongside Natasha Watley. I'm Clay Matvick. As we move on to the 4th inning, 1-0 UCLA as we bring in the head coach, Kelly Inouye Perez, in her 17th year on the job. Coach, got out to a great start tonight. Megan Grant hitting that 3-1 pitch over the wall to give you the lead in a game you have to have.
Yeah, it's huge. It's big time. She came to play. You know, she loves the big stage. She comes through in big moments, and that's a great way to get started here with our backs against the wall.
Yes, Coach, after yesterday, after the loss, what were you telling the team coming into today?
Very simple. You know, they executed, we didn't. We have done great things this entire season, so we're going to just go back to experience of understanding what's in our control. You know, really want them to be able to have a positive attitude, be able to understand that, you know, we just got to do what we do. I think that's the bottom line. If we play our game, then we give ourselves the best opportunity. That's it.
Dot's trying to steal your shot,
to upstage
Coach.
you.
Hey, you know what? It's Dot Richardson, you know, so she can do what she does, you know. Yeah, she's my girl.
Just
so
let her. Just
thank
let
you.
her do her
I got
thing.
you.
All right, Coach, thanks so much.
Hilarious.
Oh, that was perfect. They have a great relationship. And, you know, we were talking with Stacey Newman, Denise as well, about being back. You know, she's the head coach at San Diego State. And just so much to talk about this weekend, and so many things that could distract you at such a big time in the season. But these coaches are doing such a great job keeping it all together. As Caroline Hudson is ready to lead it off for Liberty here in the 4th inning, and just got the 1 hit so far. Gooden is going to stay in the game for UCLA in left field. Hudson throwing out that base runner. In fact, it was Gooden caught stealing last inning. And that's remarkable considering the shoulder injury she is still really not 100% recovered from. It has not affected her at the plate. That's not where the soreness and that injury gives her trouble. It's when she throws, but she made a perfect throw to get Gooden last inning.
And I mean, just gritty. I mean, she knows her team needs her right now and just leaving everything on the field and looked like she was very unaffected.
15 home runs for Hudson. Little nubber. Bounces, spins to Vines, and she makes the play. Boy, Caroline Hudson continues to struggle in this tournament. Still no hits here in the last 2 games. Alongside former Bruin All-American Natasha Watley, I'm Clay Matvick here at Easton Stadium in L.A. Hit well. Rachel Roop going deep to left center. Goodbye. Home run. And this game is tied up. th home run of the year for the Flame right fielder.
And Rachel Roop answering back. This ball hangs over the plate. She drives it right off the bat. You know that's out of here.
Seven home runs, 20 runs batted in the last 12 games for Rachel Roop. I mean, you talk about catching fire at the right time. She has done that. And now here's the other Rachel, Rachel Crane. Roop with 2 hits now, a single back in the first, and that first pitch solo shot here with 1 out in the 4th. Of course, this is the second time that the Flames are seeing Yanez, and you know in your career, the second time through against a pitcher is always easier.
Absolutely, because you can make your adjustments. You get a better feel. You can get a little bit more comfortable with the speed, the spins.
Rachel Crane had a big moment earlier this season, a walk-off game-winning base hit to beat number 6 Clemson back on April the 26th. That was against the great Valerie Cagle, who's had such a marvelous year for the Tigers. That's kind of changed the feel of this place again. We had that same sensation yesterday when Madison Schaefer hit that 3-run homer for Grand Canyon.
Right, and just you can feel like almost like the air just got sucked out of Easton Stadium.
And now Megan Faraimo, Pac-12 Pitcher of the Year, is starting to warm up for UCLA. Ground ball left side. Crane can run, but Brady throws her out for the second out. That is the first run allowed by Yanez in 6 innings. As you see Faraimo loosening up, the Oceanside, California native. Senior leads all Power 5 pitchers in wins this year with 29, but she was the losing pitcher in yesterday's defeat at the hands of Grand Canyon.
Yeah, and yesterday it wasn't that she had all that bad of a game. It's just that, you know, one pitch, and I'm sure all night she thought about it last night and just had an elevated pitch that just hung, but she didn't throw that bad of a game.
This is Fortner, who popped out to third back in the 2nd inning. She's 0 for 1. Jacksonville State transfer. That's a called strike. 0-2 to the Liberty first baseman. Liberty has tied it up here in the 4th in a loser-go-home game. Rise ball got her. Fortner goes down. But Liberty gets the equalizer. First pitch swinging, Rachel Roop sends one 191 feet over the wall in left center. And it's one apiece here after 3.5. Game. Dot Richardson, the head coach of the Flames, joins us now. Coach, offense at times here lately for you has been hard to come by, but Rachel Roop had maybe her best swing of the tournament.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks, a little dry offensively, but I mean, anything can spark it. And I think we're swinging the bats pretty well, and we're going to connect. So that's an awesome thing. And Roop just got a hold of it. Excited, energy. Let's do what we got to do. UCLA is one of the top in the country, and we're one of them too. So let's have a great game, right?
Yes, and Carly Keeney, she's doing a great job of keeping you guys in this game. What are you seeing from her?
Yeah, I really like she's hitting her spots, and she's moving it around. You know, when we throw the ball down the middle, we're going to get hurt. So let's keep it moving.
Thanks, Dot.
Thanks. God bless everybody.
Good luck.
Go Flames.
Dot Richardson. Out her 10th year. The 1980s Player of the Decade. So many great moments at UCLA, including the 1982 National Championship. Also a two-time gold medalist. There's almost nothing she hasn't accomplished in her great career. She would love to get to Oklahoma City, of course. And you get the feeling that she'll pull that off at some point.
Yeah, definitely as an athlete, she's done it all. And so as a coach, I'm sure she would love nothing more than taking her team to Oklahoma.
Alyssa Garcia, Anna Vines, Kennedy Powell. 6, 7, and 8 as this game hangs in the balance at the midway point. Keeney rocks, fires, and misses just off the plate. Bill Plant is their home plate umpire. I gotta tell you, I think the umpiring the last couple of days has been absolutely outstanding, regardless of who's been behind home plate.
Agree. And consistent, very consistent.
1-1 pitch. It's upstairs. Garcia lined out to center. Put a good swing on it, but Mary Claire Wilson was there to make the catch, so she's 0 for 1. 1 for 3 in last night's ballgame. Tried to spray it the other way. Now 2-2. Carly Keeney, 25 wins on the year. That's most in the A-Sun, 6th best in the nation. The drop curve is her specialty pitch. Full count here.
Yeah, and she's just doing such a good job of just angling out her pitches, and you can see her working Garcia out and hitting that lower outside corner, just pinpointing those drop balls, and it's hard to hit.
Comebacker snared by Keeney, and Garcia is out after a long at bat. 1 down. So Carly Keeney and her catcher Caroline Hudson have a great relationship. They came in the same year, 2020, that COVID year. So they're very tight. That battery is so important, and they've been really the spine of this team defensively for a long time.
Yeah, and when you have that good rapport, especially with your catcher, it leads out into the rest of the team, and that carries on. But you want to make sure you're on the same page and you're going to battle with your catcher, and nothing more better than having that good relationship.
She did not go. Anna Vines was able to hold up. Vines a ground out to second. She's 0 for 1. Carly Keeney, who went 2 1/3 last night as part of that loss to San Diego State, has now gone 3 1/3 in this ball game, and she has scattered 5 hits. Allowed just the 1 run as Dot Richardson wants a word with the umpire, and she's obviously satisfied. The pitching and defense has been better tonight for Liberty. They committed 4 errors in the field, and you know they got down early, played sloppy early. It just set the mood for the entire night.
Absolutely, and coming into today, you know, when you're facing a lineup like the Bruins, you know, that has to be the difference, is taking care of the ball, making plays.
Much sharper tonight. And they're right in there with the #2 national seed in a game that both of these teams have to keep their seasons alive. Winner will play Grand Canyon later. Chopper to the shortstop. Devin Howard, good range to cut that one off. And Keeney gets the first 2 outs of the Bruins' 4th. Kennedy Powell is the 6th player ever in UCLA softball history to come out of the state of Texas. Another exciting freshman in this lineup. Tries to bunt her way on with 2 outs. It's going to spin foul. He's been in the lineup every game for UCLA as a rookie. And an infield single her first time up. Slaps it, just foul outside of third.
Yes, and Powell, since coming as a freshman, just feisty down at the bottom of the lineup. And Coach Inouye Perez is like, I gotta find a way to fit her in our lineup and do whatever it takes. She has just been so consistent.
Strike 3. Carly Keeney with a 1-2-3 4th. And she has faced the minimum each of the last 2 innings. So things are looking up for Liberty. Game is tied after 4. Some of the fans in between innings were calling up here wondering if you had any eligibility left. They want you on the field here tonight as this game is nip and tuck, and they think maybe you can help.
Yeah, well, I said, hey, give me that COVID year. I'm in.
Well, we've got a little hang-up here down on the field. I'm not exactly sure what the umpires are discussing, talking about, looking at, wondering about, but it appears we're ready to get back underway. Sierra Kirsten in the box. Brooke Yanez continues to throw for the Bruins, and here we go. There's a pitch that just misses off the plate to the #6 hitter in the Liberty order. 6, 7, and 8. Kirsten, Wilson, and Woodard scheduled to hit. Yanez has thrown 4 innings, just the 1 run allowed. That, of course, the home run to Roop last inning. She's only given up 2 hits. '38th NCAA regional for UCLA and hosting their 9th straight. It's a check swing, but Kirsten holds up. Last night was only the 2nd loss at home all season for the Bruins. Washington beat them back here in March, and then Grand Canyon yesterday. It's so hard to win here. It always has been, going back to your playing days.
Absolutely. It's your home ground, and you got to protect it. Nobody should be able to beat you on your own field, and so take a lot of pride in that.
Swung on and missed. And so now full count to the leadoff hitter here in the 5th inning. Fouled straight back. Rachel Sid is the new 3rd baseman for UCLA. Jordan Woolery is going to go over to first base. And Megan Grant goes from first to the DP spot on the lineup card. Swung out and missed. Another strikeout for Yanez. And that's 2 strikeouts in a row going back to last inning. Online home for all 90 NCAA championships. Mary Claire Wilson swings and misses as Brooke Yanez seems to be getting stronger as the game goes on.
Yeah, this drop out to the lefties is just a very dirty pitch. The movement on it, the late break.
Wilson 0 for 1. And 0 for the tournament. 1 run, 2 hits for Liberty. 1 run on 5 hits for UCLA. Well, that was quick and easy for Yanez. 3 straight strikeouts. And now Bryn McManus is going to be sent to the plate as a pinch hitter for the Flames. Rookie infielder trying to spark Liberty with 2 outs. Liberty, one of just 7 programs with 40-plus wins each of the last 5 seasons. Of course, UCLA is on that list, trying to pull a stunning upset themselves. And it would be if they can knock off UCLA and eliminate the Bruins from this tournament.
And that foul ball from McManus right now, you could feel that swing, and she's got so much power. Coach Richardson said that when she makes contact that she feels like the ball screams, and you could feel that right with that swing right there.
1-2. Yeah, Dot just hoping that she can find lightning in a bottle here and put Liberty ahead, hoping she runs into one of Yanez's pitches. Swung on and missed, struck her out. Brooke Yanez strikes out the side. 4 strikeouts in a row. And Liberty is denied in the 5th inning. Game's getting late in a must-have for these 2. Still tied at 1 in the LA Regional. 1 apiece as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Janelle Mayonia, the number 9 hitter, leading it off for UCLA. An infield single to her credit tonight. She'll be followed by Grant and Brady. The best offense for UCLA the last 2 nights has been Grant. So if Mayonia can get aboard, look out. She'll chop it left side, and she's out. Devin Howard has played a good shortstop tonight.
She has, and just always in the right spot. Good transition, getting rid of the ball. Pretty solid at short. I'm impressed tonight.
Back to the 1st inning, Megan Grant, 3-1 pitch. First UCLA hitter of the game, and she put it over the left field wall. Her 2nd home run of the national tournament. She had a solo home run in the 5th against Grand Canyon. Now with 15 bombs on the year. That's the only run, though, for UCLA in this one, as they have 5 hits. .57 RBIs for a freshman. Make it 58 now after that homer. That is something.
Like, makes no kind of sense. It's like, for a freshman to be able to do that, it is super impressive.
Of course, if I thumb through the record book over here, I'm sure that I'll find under Natasha Watley's name as a freshman, you were somewhere close.
Ooh,
probably didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about that one. I mean, just a professional hitter, Megan Grant. She is super intense. I love her at bats.
Boy, that is shot to second base, but Savannah Woodard on the backhand plucked it and throws her out. Not an easy play, but she made it look that way.
And that was a laser. And that's a big out right there from Woodard.
No doubt Liberty fielding it much better here tonight. We talked about this last night. I mean, if you're not catching the ball right now, it is so hard to beat teams. The competition is just too good, and Liberty kicked it around early, committed 4 errors in the game. Can't win that way.
Right.
Maya Brady left the bases loaded in the second inning. She is 0 for 2. Despite not having any hits in the NCAA tournament so far, Brady is still hitting a salty .444.
Yes, and just impressive numbers, but I know if I'm her, you know, these are the at-bats that matter the most. And not wanting to press, you know, you want to be able to still see pitches, but you still want to be able to execute and get things done. So trying to keep things simple.
She could still end up winning the Pac-12 Triple Crown. This is popped up left side, slicing away from the fielders. Long run, and Madre nearly came up with that. I don't know if it hit the net first. I think it did. That was going to be a tough play no matter what. Made it close.
Yeah, and Madre, she had a good heartbeat on it, but just had a hard time trying to find the fence. But it looked like it hit the fence first.
Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the best hitter in this lineup. Trying to break out of a mini slump. Keeney has retired 6 straight Bruins. Going back to the 3rd inning. And there's the hit Brady was looking for. Nice piece of hitting, too, going the other way.
And that's got to be good. But notice where this pitch is. It's a little off the plate, and she just pokes it left side, not doing too much. Keeping her hands inside, staying behind it.
Two-out base knock for UCLA's Maya Brady, and now Jordan Woolery, Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. This crowd is ready to erupt. They've just been waiting for a big UCLA crooked number this weekend, and they haven't gotten it.
They haven't, and just the energy in here. They're ready to explode and go crazy.
Well, we were looking through that record book. There you are at 426 as a freshman. We don't have your RBI numbers up there, but I'm imagining they were pretty lofty.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I don't think I ever had that many RBIs. My job was to get on base. I had people like Newbie behind me.
Boy, Stacy, 1997, 457. And on top of that, she was a power hitter. I mean, she hit 90 career home runs at UCLA.
And that's what I was trying to explain earlier is like, yes, she hit for her average. She had power and she had a great eye, but the consistency in hitting for average, not a better hitter that I've seen.
1-2 to Woolery. Slapped and off the glove and foul ground, Fortner. She just tried to push that into right field and nearly did it.
Woolery, just so much plate coverage. And almost able to get that one in there.
Again, the 1-2 from Keeney. Fouled off. Jordan Woolery, 4th in average in the Pac-12, leads all freshmen. She's been one of their most consistent hitters all year. Her average is at .393 right now. She's got 10 homers. 1-2, and again going to the right side. Not a lot of mustard on that one. And stepping on the bag is Fortner to get Liberty off the field. So UCLA is turned away in the 5th. We go to the 6th inning, still tied at 1. Here's our game track as we go to the 6th inning in LA. Both of these teams facing elimination. The number 2 national seed, UCLA, and Liberty, 1 apiece. Roop a solo home run for Liberty, Grant a solo home run for UCLA. That's where the game's at right now. Now, keep in mind, these two teams met once before this year, way back in February on Valentine's Day. And that was also a very close game. UCLA ended up eking that one out by a final of 3-2. Faraimo had 13 strikeouts in the ballgame to help get the Bruins the win. But here we are several months later and another close one.
Yeah, and you'd like to think that, for, on both sides, you're a different team now, and obviously there's more on the line. But definitely some close games played in the past.
KK Madre, Devin Howard, Caroline Hudson, 9-1-2 for Liberty. They only have 2 hits in this ballgame. Only had 4 hits in last night's game, the loss to San Diego State. So offense has really been hard to come by for the Flames. Now, surprisingly, Madre has been their best hitter, at least average-wise. Comes into this plate appearance hitting .336. The LSU transfer hit .453 against the A-Sun. Swings and misses, and now it's 1-2. Defense crowding her. She can really move down the line.
Yeah, and you can see the defenders playing shallow.
Swung on and missed, got her. Boy, is Brooke Yanez on a tear. That is 5 strikeouts in a row. Not sure who he's rooting for.
Yeah, that was like the timing of that. All right, Hammer Crew. On top of it.
Well, Yanez has retired 6 straight since allowing that home run to Roop in the 4th inning. And 5 of them have been by strikeouts. The last 5. Devin Howard is 0 for 2. 5th-year senior in her final postseason. Devin Howard wants to go out with a bang. That's the other thing to keep in mind. This could be the last game some of these performers ever play in, and that's emotional too.
Absolutely, and just your time as a collegiate athlete, it's such a special time of just being able to rep a program, compete, develop as a human being.
2-1 pitch. 3-1. So now Yanez. This is the 3rd time that these Liberty hitters are seeing her. So Howard really good at bat here to get a 3-ball count. And walked her. So that string of strikeouts comes to an end. Liberty has a 1-out base runner and the A-Sun Player of the Year. Caroline Hudson coming up now. You wonder if Yanez, Natasha, might be getting toward the end.
Yeah, and it seems as the game has gone on, she's gotten a little bit stronger and being able to continue to move the ball around and pinpointing her drop ball and locating it.
Faraimo has been loosening off and on for the last inning or two. She seems poised and ready to come in. The 0-1 pitch. Pop back, out of play. Caroline Hudson's had a tough weekend. We're used to seeing Hudson do some great things with the bat, but she was 0 for 3 last night, 0 for 2 in this ballgame. She has 15 homers and 50 runs batted in. ASUN Player of the Year the second straight time. It's a big miss, 1-2. Hudson had that 2-run homer to beat Georgia last year in the regional. One-two pitch. And a little chat with catcher Alyssa Garcia. So Yanez is walked. That's the first she's allowed. Only the third Liberty hitter to reach base. Roop with that single in the first. Roop had that homer in the fourth. And Howard's walk. Two-two. Back up the middle. Oh, what a play by Brady. Double play. And the Pac-12 Player of the Year saves the inning. Yanez faces the minimum in the sixth.
Maya Brady, exactly where this ball is. Pump me up.
Liberty and UCLA tied at 1. Rachel Roop has a home run for Liberty. That tied the ball game up in the top of the fourth inning, and it has stayed that way ever since. The only run scored by UCLA came on a 3-1 home run by Megan Grant to lead off the first. That is a foul ball for Aaliyah Jordan. It's 2 for 2 tonight. Where's the offense going to come from?
I'm sure Aaliyah would love to be a part of that, as she already has been, but to get the go-ahead run or get herself on base.
One pitch. Foul back. Aaliyah Jordan out of Chula Vista. First stepped on campus back in 2017. I mean, good night.
I know.
That is so long ago. But a red shirt her first year, then COVID hit. Then she took a medical red shirt for an ACL injury. And, well, anyway, 7 years later, she's still here and such a big part of this team. 1-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And she's got another bingo. 3 for 3, Aaliyah Jordan, and she looks into the dugout and says, "Come on, Bruins, follow my lead."
Absolutely, and just the momentum for this team, and it's so neat to see her be able to compete for her senior year, and I'm sure she wasn't sure she would get this opportunity to be able to finish out her year, but just is such a leader offensively for the Bruins.
You see Lisa Fernandez in the background. First base coach, the all-time great. Just another one of the stars that you see walking around here this weekend. In her 25th season on the Bruin coaching staff. A couple of national championships as a player, so many as an assistant.
She is definitely the go-to-ball goats.
Savannah Pola is 0 for 2. Carly Keeney continues to pitch for Liberty and has done a bang-up job. 5 innings, just the 1 run allowed. Silence outside, 1-2. Nobody out. Aaliyah Jordan at first base. She is 5 for 6 in the national tournament. That's getting it done. Line drive. Oh, she's going to be doubled up. Jordan got away too far from first base. Couldn't get back as Pola ripped it into the glove of Woodard, and there are 2 down.
And that's just a tough play right there. Aaliyah Jordan just getting too far out on that. That is a big 2 outs for the Lady Flames.
And now Alyssa Garcia with the bases empty. I don't care how many years you've been playing, 7 years, 20 years. Sometimes you just get caught, and
right.
No amount of wisdom is going to keep you from getting doubled up on a play like that.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, nothing she can do. And honestly, you're taught when you see line drive, freeze a little bit. But, she knows if that gets through, she's wants to advance and potentially maybe be standing up at third.
So a tough break for UCLA as Garcia hits. Also 0 for 2 tonight. Bruins catcher. Boy, Carly Keeney, here still going strong in the 6th inning when pitching was really not a strong suit for Liberty last night. Bachman, Keeney, they just got slapped around pretty good by San Diego State. Bachman started the game. She gave up that 3-run homer to Callie Decker. But tonight has been all Carly Keeney.
Yeah, and she's been impressive all night. I mean, again, I can't speak enough about her placement on her screwball and her drop curve and her screwball away from lefties.
Two outs, bases empty for Garcia. Tied at 1 in the 6th, the 2-2. Fly ball left field. Long run, but Madre covers a lot of ground and gets there for the 3rd out. 6 innings in the books. This game still hanging in the balance, tied at 1 in LA. This is the reason we're tied up. Top of the 4th inning. First pitch, Rachel Roop saw from Brooke Yanez. She takes it over the wall out there in left center field, and that tied the game at 1 apiece, and that's where it still stands as we go to the 7th. And as fate would have it, Rachel Roop's going to lead off the inning. That was her 14th home run of the year, her 7th in the last 12 games. And this is the player that could put Liberty in front.
Yeah, and just competing, and you can just see she wants this for her team and the ability to answer back.
UCLA, the number 2 national seed, suffered arguably the most stunning upset in this tournament's history. Lost to Grand Canyon 3-2 yesterday. Now in jeopardy, very serious jeopardy of getting knocked out of the tournament in 2 games on their home field.
Yeah, and I bet, they didn't think that they would be in this position, but again, when you go through a season, you, as a coach, Coach Inoue Perez wants to make sure that they're battle tested and ready for any situation or moment. So these moments, you want to rise to the occasion.
You're talking about a UCLA program that last year went to its 31st Women's College World Series and 7th in a row. I mean, they've got their own parking spots in Oklahoma City. And to not get out of their own regional, that would be something. And the leadoff hitter is aboard. Roop walks to start the 7th. Yanez walked Howard back in the 6th inning, but got out of the inning thanks to a double play that Caroline Hudson lined into. Faraimo has been warming up for a while. She continues to do so. As Rachel Crane gets ready to stand in here. Good butt. Bad throw, bobbled, she's safe. Anna Vines couldn't make the catch on a weak throw by Woolery.
And when you talk about things being the difference, these are what we're talking about. Error on Anna Vines. But you got to take care of the ball and take care of the little things, especially in these moments.
So 2 on and nobody out as they go to the review monitor. And they'll be looking at this in Pittsburgh. The call on the field was out, or is safe at first base, so we'll see if this is overturned.
And UCLA just trying to contest that she had control of the ball.
I think she's going to be out.
Yeah.
Still, it kind of speaks to the way things have gone this weekend for UCLA. Just nothing coming easy.
Right, right. I mean, big call if it's overturned, but still, too, when you talk about momentum and things of that nature and, you know, making sure you take care of the little things.
Here comes the call. And she is out. Still a really nice sacrifice by Rachel Crane to put the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Absolutely, and just solid softball 101, making sure, you know, she's a big hitter as well, and making sure she squares, get that ball down. The priority is get my teammates 60 feet closer to home plate.
Jordan Woolery going like, all right, yeah, hey, see, no big deal.
Yeah, we got this, we got this. I've been here before. Yeah, I'm a freshman, but I know what I'm doing.
Roop at second, and here's Fortner now. 0 for 2. First runner tonight for the Flames in scoring position. Can they get her home? Ground ball foul. Meg Fortner, transfer from Jacksonville State, third team all-conference this year, has 100 career runs batted in her time at Jacksonville State and Liberty. She's had a nice career. Now, can she get the biggest run batted in of her career? The 0-1. Swung out and missed. There's something extra there from Brooke Yanez.
Yeah, and you can really see Yanez is laser focused tonight. I mean, she is honed in, hitting her spots. Yes, granted, she gave up the home run in the fourth, but since then, she's been laser focused.
Popped up, and it's going to get out of play. How about the Antelopes of Grand Canyon peeking over the center field wall, taking in the drama here in L.A. You know, they're getting ready for the game coming up later tonight. Another elimination game. Winner of this one will play GCU. 0-2 pitch. Now 1-2. UCLA wants to win this one and get back at Grand Canyon after yesterday's big disappointment.
Seeing who they get to play.
Swung out and missed. Yanez got it. 2 down. Second strikeout for Fortner tonight.
And this was such a great setup by Yanez. Pitch before going up and in. But this next pitch going on that rise ball on the outside corner and gets her swinging.
Dot Richardson is going to go to her bench. Casey Machado is going to be called on to pinch hit here in the 7th. Machado is a power hitter with a lot of personality.
Yes, she is definitely the energy of this team. And the other night when they were practicing, they were walking in from the outfield, and she's just singing and screaming. Definitely the heartbeat of this team.
Sophomore out of Miami. And Yanez starts her away. Machado hitting in Kirsten's spot. Kirsten tonight, a couple of strikeouts swinging against Yanez. So Dot Richardson is going to roll the dice here with the second-year player. Doesn't have any home runs on the year, but more than capable. During that upset win of Clemson, it was Machado that got the rally started. Clemson was ranked number 6 in the country at the time. So Dot Richardson is hoping that Machado can have a similar effect on this game tonight.
Yes, and all it takes is one.
Go-ahead run, and Roop is at second base. Swung out and fouled off, just off the end of the bat. Count now 2-2. Looking ahead to the UCLA 7th. It's at the bottom of the order. 7, 8, and 9. Vines, Powell, and Mayonia. They would love to walk it off in front of their home crowd and get on to a rematch with Grand Canyon. Two outs, the 2-2. Again fouled off. Nothing else. Machado is making Yanez sweat. LA is the entertainment capital of the world. Have you heard of this?
Hey, this is
a lot of drama here
happens.
tonight. Yes. Again, the 2-2. Full count. And Wilson is on deck, or at least scheduled to hit.
Thinking drop on the outside corner.
Trying to score is Roop. Here comes the throw. No, she's safe. Alyssa Garcia immediately wanting a review. Machado delivers what looks like the go-ahead run batted in, but they're going to go to the monitor.
Machado hits this ball hard, but Megan Grant, just savvy, comes up with the throw, and the throw is on time, but the tag is what's questionable, and it looked like Garcia may have gotten her on her shoulder as opposed to doing that vertical tag and tagging straight down on the plate. It looks like her hand might have gotten in there.
Well, the call on the field by the home plate umpire, Bill Plant, and I mean, he is right on top of it, was safe. And the call on the field is presumed correct unless there is indisputable video evidence. Proof beyond a reasonable doubt, and they are looking at it right now in the command center in Pittsburgh. And if it is upheld, UCLA is 3 outs away from getting knocked out of this tournament potentially.
Right, and just all of the drama mounting up for them.
Casey Machado, a pinch hit single to left, and it is the go-ahead run. Liberty leads it 2-1 here in the 7th.
Machado, man. But that was a quality at bat. I mean, laying off those rise balls, waiting for something down in the zone, because you know that Yanez is going to go back to that drop ball at some point. And she capitalized on that drop ball, and nice timing.
What a thrill for the sophomore. And a dejected UCLA dugout. Well, this is Mary Claire Wilson's spot in the Liberty lineup, and Dot Richardson is going to use another pinch hitter as UCLA is going to make a pitching change.
Yeah, yep. And she's a senior too. Yeah. How many Ks did she have?
You know what, though? But you know what, though? There were a couple of times I thought they should have got her.
What do you mean?
I think they should have went and got her when she led off the inning with the walk.
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't they go and get Yanez right away? Or Faraimo, excuse me.
Yeah, but Yanez, she's doing such a good job, though. I just feel like she just...
No, but it just seemed like
changing it up, though.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
You got the Pac-12 pitcher of the year. You got her on the bench. I don't know. That's just my thought. Now Brooke Yanez, what a great job. 6 2/3. Just 2 runs, 3 hits, a couple of walks, but struck out 9. Still, she's on the hook for the loss as they turn it to Megan Faraimo, the Pac-12 pitcher of the year for the 2nd year in a row. She'll try to get one more out here in the 7th and hope the Bruins have a comeback in them in the bottom of the inning.
Right, and Yanez, she definitely battled tonight. I mean, she had some good stuff, and I mean, 9 Ks on the day. Obviously, yes, 2 pitches that she probably wish she could take back. But did an incredible job on the mound tonight.
Soto to pinch hit. Alexis Soto, sophomore, backup catcher for Liberty. She'll take strike 1 from Megan Faraimo. Faraimo took the loss yesterday. Could this be the 2nd year in a row that a number 2 national seed doesn't advance out of regionals? You'll remember last year it was Florida State that didn't get out of Tallahassee. Could it be the Bruins that get knocked out? We were talking about the parity of college softball. Dot Richardson had that great quote earlier that we talked about. I mean, things are changing in this sport. You just have great talent all over the country now. Weak ground ball to third. It's off. Sid at third base, and she doesn't have a play. Kind of rolled up Sid's arm. She didn't have a throw, and now there are 2 on with 2 outs. That's going to be an error. And now Savannah Woodard will get a chance to drive in another one for Liberty. In the dirt, nice stop by Alyssa Garcia. Now Dot Richardson wants time, wants to talk with her hitter, Savannah Woodard. Junior from Alabama, who came from the Crimson Tide. Getting some words of wisdom from Dot Richardson. Woodard was a big part of that Women's College World Series team for Alabama back in 2021. Veteran with a lot of experience. And now Richardson also wants a pinch runner at first base, perhaps, or maybe for Machado. Yeah, it's going to be for Casey Machado. That's Lily Hydorn. One ball and no strikes on Woodard. Liberty with the go-ahead run driven in by pinch hitter Casey Machado here in the 7th. They want an appeal. Brandon Bloom, the third base umpire, called upon. She did not go around. .52 wins for UCLA against 6 losses. They've lost their last 2. 52 wins, the most in the country. And they could be going out in 2 games here in the national tournament. 3-1 pitch. Slap. Oh, right into the glove of Sid. So she makes up for the error and gets UCLA into the dugout. Can the Bruins do it? Last chance for UCLA, the number 2 national seed. 1 to tie, 2 to walk it off. But tonight, they've got UCLA up against the wall, leading 2-1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, it's just a completely different team that we saw from yesterday, and that's the beauty of this game. New day. You have the control to change things.
UCLA trying not to have a short stay in their regional. 1 to tie, 2 to walk it off. UCLA, the number 2 national seed, sending Vines to the plate here to lead it off in the 7th. Rachel Sid and Janelle Mayoño, the scheduled hitters.
And this is probably the biggest AB in Anna Vines' life, and doing your job and being a good leadoff.
Vines, a 5th-year senior out of Temecula, California, doesn't want this to be the end of her career. But how about the job Carly Keeney has done in the circle for Liberty tonight? Providence, Kentucky native, rocks, fires, and hits a strike on the outside corner. 2-1.
And I don't know if I agree with that call, and it's a little off the plate.
That's upstairs, 3 balls and a strike. If they can just get it back to the top of the order with some runners on, that's where, you know, Megan Grant sits, and she's had such a good tournament. 2 home runs, including 1 tonight.
Right.
Strike 2, full count. These 2 programs, Liberty Flames and the UCLA Bruins. Flames leaving the Atlantic Sun and joining Conference USA next year. UCLA leaving the Pac-12. They'll join the Big Ten for 2025's softball season. Slap foul. You know, as a lifelong Bruin, your thoughts on leaving the Pac-12, going to the Big Ten?
Man, it's a tough one. I mean, I can't imagine choosing to come play at UCLA for the sun and the weather and then having to travel back east February, March. It's brutal.
Bruins have the rally caps on. Strike called on the outside corner. And Vines goes down. That was the first full count that Keeney had to deal with tonight, and she came through it like a champ.
Yeah, and Keeney's been on point with this pitch all night long, and this one is just definitely too close to take with 2 strikes, knowing that he had called it earlier in her AB, but you got to be swinging at that.
Kennedy Powell is going to re-enter for UCLA in the number 8 spot with 1 out. What's at stake? So much. UCLA, since 2004 national titles, 7 trips to the Women's College World Series in Oklahoma City. 2 down. Powell retired as Madre comes in and makes a great play.
And Kennedy Powell coming out the box, power slapping, but Madre just in the perfect position and making a great catch.
UCLA down to its last out. One of the pillars of women's college softball. 1 out away from going 2 and Q in the regional. And it all comes down to Janelle Maonio. She tries to slap it by their third baseman and can't do it. Goes foul. Maonio, you'll remember last night, kept the 7th inning going for UCLA against Grand Canyon. Can she do it again?
Yeah, she did a great job of extending the game and being able to pass the bat and put the bat at the top of the lineup, exactly where the Bruins want to have that bat with Megan Grant.
Carly Keeney trying to go the distance. And now the Bruins down to their final strike. Remember, the top of the order on deck with Megan Grant, who drove in the only run for the Bruins tonight with a solo home run in the first inning. The first Bruin to come up to the plate, drove it over the wall, but UCLA has done nothing offensively since. Grand Canyon awaits the winner of this one in our nightcap tonight from Los Angeles. Loser done for the year. The 0-2 pitch to Maonio. Just got a piece of it to stay alive. Keeney wants to end it here. She wants no part of Megan Grant.
Absolutely, and this is exactly who you want to go right at, is Janelle Maonio.
Again, the 0-2 to third. Ball game. Liberty has won it. And UCLA's season comes to a disappointing close here in Los Angeles. The Liberty Flames, one of the biggest wins in this program's history, too. We said that last night with Grand Canyon. Well, that was really obvious. Maybe a little less obvious here tonight for Liberty, who's had a really good program last couple of decades. But this is a win they're going to remember for a long time in Lynchburg, Virginia.